Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you because the bill is coming due. And man, there's a lot to talk about. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Join our email list. Make sure that you're signed up for the Christmas card list. And let's get right into it, guys. You know, commercial real estate we've talked about extensively, but I got to have dinner last night with a bunch of friends, and two of them own foreclosure companies that basically are in two different sectors. One is heavily involved with residential, one is heavily involved with the commercial lending side of everything from hotels to office buildings to apartment buildings to everything. And you're seeing a huge problem with this because they're posting houses and businesses and buildings more than ever right now, and it's growing week by week by week. It gets busier, but the problem is that these places are not selling. They eventually go to the auction if they don't work out a deal, and when they go to the auction, they just get sent back to the bank. So think about this. For those of you that are out there paying rent on a commercial space, you need to find out if your landlord is paying his bills or not. You have to research this yourself, because nothing would be worse than that. And also, if I owned a hair salon and I was paying rent and this guy's going to lose his place to foreclosure, I want to renegotiate today, now, before lunch. I want to do that. So with that being said, the big problem with the bill coming due is what they're seeing is, think about this. People owe $25 million on a place. You know what? We'll write it down, write off $5 million of this money and rewrite the loan for $20 million. They're doing that. Who do you think pays for that? You and I do, shareholders of those banks. You know, we pay more as a result of this. So this is not good, to say the least. And the other thing is, it was just announced in Bloomberg this morning that housing starts for multifamily units dropped by almost 2%. Now, this is bad because what you have is you have a lot of people that are, you know, there's not enough apartment buildings. That's the shenanigans that we hear. Well, they're not building the apartment buildings now. They can't get the financing. The problem is that they have builders that own land, have the rights to land, and are going to wait 18 months before they do anything to see if the economy changes right now. So very exciting times, to say the least. But think about this. Single houses went up almost 6% in starts last month. So is that because of the election? Is that builders, individual home builders, are excited again, thinking, you know what, I'm going to go out and, you know, continue with these houses? Who knows? But you've got a big contrast from the multifamily units to the individual houses that are not being built right now. So, the individual apartment buildings that are not being built, and multifamily of every type. So it's a very interesting time right now when this is, you know, being reported to all of us. And the other thing is that Elizabeth Warren, senator out of Massachusetts, she wrote a scathing letter to President-elect Donald Trump. And the letter is talking about DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. And, you know, again, when you read it, it's just very thorough. And who's given Elon Musk this authority, and why does he have this authority? And again, when you join a transition team for the president, and the older I get, the more I learn, people have to sign off. They have to sign off on this, and they have to agree to certain things for the transition team. So you just can't have some, you know, wild card that's out there doing whatever they want. And very interesting, to say the least. So she writes this letter, and again, you can read it below. But, you know, is Elon Musk getting special treatment? Is he getting, you know, getting deals made for his different companies that other people are not getting? Who cares right now? I mean, I really think that you need to have somebody that's going to do the job that the government's not doing right now. Don't you agree with that? I mean, tell me what you think about this, because I mean the letter is amazing, okay, but it asks every possible scenario. And what it does is that you have a guy now. Elon's got a bunch of government contracts, and with SpaceX, with Tesla, with his boring company, with Starlink, he's got all these different entities that he has. And is this guy being given special treatment? Yes he is. It's Elon Musk. His net worth, you guys, doubled to over $400 billion since the election. That is crazy right there. But do you think that this guy could save costs? Do you think he could save us money and get rid of government waste? I do. I think he's going to do it in a huge, huge way right now. So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with looking at your finances? What's wrong with a third party? I have friends that do this. Hey, where do you think we could cut costs? Let us show you, Dan, what we've got. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've got the common sense to see that, gee, why are you spending, money on 3 different cable packages? Oh, should we get rid of that stuff. Cut back on the stuff you don't use. When's the last time you went to the gym? It's about January, so I'm going to set that New Year's resolution. Get rid of the gym membership, guys. Do this. Do stuff like this. Is there anything wrong with that? Cutting back your financing, getting rid of things you don't need, getting rid of automobiles and toys and junk that you don't need, and dumping payments right now? Oh, there's something wrong with that. Who says? But Elizabeth Warren has a problem with this. And again, Elizabeth Warren has a problem with everything. So funny in my eyes. I think it's hilarious. But let me know what you think about this so far. And do you think Doge is bad? Because I don't. And there's a lot more to cover too. Let's talk about our sponsor, Ultra Air Heater. Do you have those areas in your house that just stay cold? In mine, everybody's different. Some people want the heat on, some people don't. And when I'm in my office, it's freezing. Well, I have a solution. It's the Ultra Air Heater. This small compact heater plugs into the wall and it works so well. It is remote control. It's got multiple speeds to it. And the thing about this is that you can sit there, turn it on, turn it off. It's got a programmable timer to it. It's incredibly amazing how well this thing works and heats up my office really well. You can get it today and save up to 60% off by going to Stay Warm Now and sign up for this. It's the ultimate Christmas gift, guys. Check this thing out today. But think about this. With energy costs rising, sometimes you don't want to turn the heat on throughout the entire house. Energy costs around the country, they anticipate, are going to go up by at least 10.5% in the coming new year. Do not pay for that. Get yourself the Ultra Air Heater. Check it out today. Go to staywarmnow.com, sign up, and save up to 60%. Use the link below and get yours today. I love when you get mixed stories that basically talk about the same thing. And the first one is AT&T. AT&T is following the Doge model of coming back to work and the Amazon model. Andy Jassy is the CEO, and he says, you know what? Everybody's coming back to work 5 days a week in the office, or else you can leave. You don't have a job. Now, okay, that's great. I mean, I think you're going to see more of this hybrid work program. These different ways of working from home are done, basically. Now, Don sends me a great story out of Amazon, and that Amazon is making these demands that everybody get in the office by January 2nd. The only problem is they don't have desk space for these people. They don't have a desk for you. So where am I supposed to work? There's a great scene from the new TV show Landman where a cop walks up to Billy Bob and says, hey, put down your phone. And he's standing in the parking lot. Yeah, I'll put it on my credenza. Well, what are you supposed to do if you don't have a place to work from? And a lot of these places never thought about this. And a lot of places, think about this. Since they started the hybrid work programs, you have more and more people that are that they've added. So you have more employees that are working from, remotely. Dog's losing his mind. Anyways, kind of funny. Now, to go back to paying for stuff, Flagstar Bank has got $343 million worth of, quote, bad loans in New York. So they're going to dump those loans, take whatever they can get, just like you would if you had a bad credit card that was written off and people can't get money for that. Flagstar Bank is going to do that, but with $343 million worth of real estate loans. Who pays for that? Who pays for that? If you're banking with Flagstar, I would be furious about this because you know what they're going to expect you to do? Pay your bill. Don't ever forget that. So, but they're dumping bad notes all the time. This is the beginning of the day of reckoning, and the bill coming due. This is the beginning of all this stuff because what you're seeing is the accountability just being waved off. And I'm telling you guys, this is the most wild part about this. Never in the history of the United States, ever, did you have a time where people didn't have to make their mortgage payments and they were allowed to stay in their properties. Just story time after story time after story time. That's what we're living through right now, and that's what's happened. And it is crazy to think about, but that's what's happened. Now, interest rates get cut, and everybody's supposed to be euphoric. This is going to do nothing for most of us right away. Now, real estate agents and lenders, I spoke to a great lender who says, oh, it'll build, some momentum between now and Christmas, but will it change everything? No, your car loans are not going to drop. Your interest rate on your credit cards are not going to drop. I just had a new credit card. Hey, this is a new black card you can get, interest rate of 22%. Okay, wow, this is great. You've earned it. Okay, so what do? Do you sit there and pay this stuff? And again, people go out and borrow more money right now, this time of the year, to buy gifts. And speaking of that, I want to thank everybody for all the thoughtful things you guys send me, all the cards, the handwritten notes, the books, everything you guys send. It's very, very thoughtful. And the time that it takes. I'm telling you guys this one thing that I learned from a man named Steve Sims, who's going through cancer treatment right now, and he runs a company called Bluefish, and he's absolutely amazing, is that a handwritten note. I'm telling you, you want to get people's attention? Get a handwritten note. I read all your cards, guys. I read all your notes, all your letters. They're so thoughtful that you guys take the time to do this. It is a lost art because people just send a text. And young people can't figure out why they can't get a date because they don't pick up the telephone and call people or reach out to people. It's a lost art. So, we get it, they don't. Okay? More to come. Now, in this festive holiday season, Walmart is testing something in a lot of their stores right now, and that is body cameras on their employees. Do you have a problem with this? When you walk into most retail establishments, you are filmed, audio is taken, and they let us know that with signs and things like this. So I don't have a problem with this. Walmart's one of those places that's either hit or miss. I mean, I have stores I like to go to because they have good employees and are very helpful, and they walk you to the items and things like that. Then you go to other stores that are even bigger and they just treat you horribly. So them having cameras on themselves, I know they're doing this to protect themselves, but who cares? I mean, I don't think it's a real big deal. Let me know. The next thing is Bank of America is talking about home price appreciation in 2025, and with a uh, a, a softening of demand, you're going to see a rise in inventory. Well, isn't it kind of backwards? Isn't it that there's going to be a rise in inventory, which is going to lower the prices of houses? That's what I think. So again, talking to these guys that are just ready. I mean, it is like the season is about to start for the foreclosure industry, and they are going to go out and sell these houses at a record pace. Now, the thing that is happening with the residential side of foreclosures is you're seeing people that have second mortgages out there that are losing the houses. And, again, here in Southern California, let's say you buy a house for $700,000, it goes up to $1.4 million. So you go out and take out a $400,000 second mortgage to do God knows what with, and these people then go out and don't make that payment. So with that being said, they, you know, they lose the house. Now, want to do something risky? Go buy a second mortgage and try to take over the first. You can do that, but again, that is for the most skilled foreclosure expert that there is. Now, one thing that we've talked about a lot is how China is a huge market when it comes to automobiles and it comes to EV cars and things like this. In fact, it's what kept General Motors out of bankruptcy. Not anymore. There's such a softening demand on China from China right now that it is just huge, and they're making record profits now from the United States. And they've shifted to more commercial vehicles and selling trucks to municipalities and places like that. So it's crazy is I don't know what a good deal is on a boat, and I have no desire to own a boat. Everybody that's bought a boat has told me the happiest day was the day they got it and the day they sold it. But here's a guy. Look at this boat. Is this a deal? $105,000 for this boat. 100 grand, guys. Not wild. I mean, if the boat slips comes with it, that's cool. But what is a deal, guys? And I'm telling you, like I've told you so many times, I know so many people that are getting deals on vehicles. I know people that are going into dealerships and working deals like you'd never believe, where they have used cars and they're selling them for $10,000, $15,000 less than the sticker is, just to get rid of the inventory. And again, have your financing in order. Don't payment shop and then think you're going to save 10 grand, because that's not going to happen. But very, very interesting times right now. But when it comes to these banks, we haven't seen everything with the banks yet. And they're going to drop this on us. I said this before. I think the economy is going to get much worse before it gets better. But you have people that, think of the inventory out here. Think of all the boats out here. Billions of dollars when you add it all up of value here. And then you got the shipyard, and they're putting boats back in the water right now. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, the amount of money that's out here. I'm going to end this video with a few things. First of all, don't forget our private channel, iAllegedly Live, and you sign up at iAllegedly.tv. Have you signed up for our Christmas card list? We are giving away thousands of dollars worth of free stuff: gold, silver, gift cards, cash, everything. It's great. But you go to danspromo.com to sign up for that. Everybody gets a free emailed Christmas card, and then we will randomly choose almost 100 people right now that are going to win great prizes. Couple things to end this video. Brazil is having a huge meltdown in their markets, and people are dumping Brazilian currency and stocks, and I don't want to go anywhere on vacation where they say don't go out at night. I'll never forget that. I was going to go to Brazil. Wouldn't it be great to go to Carnival? Yeah, that'd be fun. It's a young guy. I said, listen, you just can't leave your hotel at night because of the robberies and no, pass. Okay, can't do that. Now, Bitcoin has hit as high as $107,000, and I want to end this. Do you think 2025 is going to be the year that we're going to see $1 million Bitcoin? And for those of you that are into Bitcoin, and one guy at the event last night, or dinner last night, is a Bitcoin guy, and he thinks that it's not too late. Get in now. Get into Shiba Inu. Get into Dogecoin. Get into all this stuff. And what do you guys think? What do you think about this? Because I don't have any Bitcoin. I have zero. Okay? So let me know. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And again, the bill is due, guys. It's time to pay up. You're going to see a lot of things, a day of reckoning for a lot of this stuff. Let me know what you think. hello@iallegedly.com is the email. But let us all know what you think about this. Comment, subscribe to the channel, and also send me an email. I'll see you soon.